Hey, what's up? I'm Ashley. Thank you for watching this video. And today we're going to be talking about Gentleman Jack, Season 2, Episode 6. And let's get started. It looks like Ann Lister may need a breath mint, y'all. She climbed up in the bed with Ann, and Ann Walker said, "Don't lean on me like that." And then Ann got closer to Ann Walker's face and she said, "You need to brush your teeth." So Ann Lister is like, "What's wrong?" So that's when Ann Walker is like, "I read your letter that you wrote to Lady Harriet." And Ann's like, "What's wrong with it? I think I wrote a good letter. What's wrong with it?" So that's when Ann Walker was like, "Read what you wrote about me." And I think it's funny because before she even read the letter, she was like, "What's wrong with you? I've been around men all day. I'm tired." She had enough already today, and here she go tripping. So she starts reading the letter, and she's like, "What's wrong with this letter?" She looking at us at the camera. She's like, "What's wrong with this letter?" As soon as she looked at us, that's when Ann Walker sat up in that bed and was like, "Who you looking at?" She didn't say that exactly, but it looked like she saw her looking at us. I guess she was like, So Ann Walker's like, "You put me in brackets." Ann Walker was trying to explain to her that when she's in brackets, it's like she's an afterthought. And so Ann Lister is like, "I'm sorry if you feel like it reads that way." Ann Walker's like, "That's just what men say. I hate that." And I'm like, "Me too. I hate when people be like, 'I'm sorry if you feel that way.'" No. Anyway, Ann Lister tells her that she'll just rewrite the letter. And Ann Walker's like, "No. Delete me from the whole thing. Don't mention me in the letter at all." So nothing really got resolved. Ann Lister gets up out the room and takes her candle with her. After that, Ann Lister sees Ann Walker crying in the other room. And so she comes in the room and it looks like she's scared to even touch her. She don't know how Ann's about to act. So Ann Lister apologizes to her about putting her in brackets in that letter. And that's when Ann Walker lets her know that she's crying because of the marriage announcement that got put in the paper. She tells Ann Lister that everyone is laughing at them. Ann Lister tells her that they must make it consistently clear that they have nothing to hide and nothing to be ashamed of. But Ann Walker said, "I'm not strong like you." And so that's when Ann Lister had to hit Ann Walker with a reminder. She said, "Remember that time when Mrs. Priestley walked in on us? You laughed and I was mortified. I think that's the first time I saw the real you, and you're just as brave as anyone." And I said, "Oh." So let's get into how Ann Walker has just found out that her sister Elizabeth has given her husband, Captain Sutherland, all of her property, and that goes against what their late father wanted. He didn't want that. And Ann Walker also found out that her cousin, William Presley, managed to get a hold of some properties on the estate that he had no right to. She's telling all of this to Ann Lister, but Ann don't know what's going on, so Ann Walker is confused, so she went to go visit her aunt. She asked her aunt if she knew what Elizabeth did, and she said, "Of course I knew. All of your family knew, and we kept it from you because you were ill." So that's when Ann goes, "I wonder if I should change my will." And that's when her auntie was like, "I thought you already did." Ann's like, "No. When? No." So her aunt was like, "You made Ann Lister your executor." So Ann Walker was like, "Yeah, I did, but I didn't change my will yet." So that's when her auntie tells her, "Well, I changed my will, so when you moved into Shibden, I removed you from it and gave everything to your sister Elizabeth." She told her Ann Lister used to come around here all the time trying to lay down the law, so I thought you changed your will to her favor. Ooh. So someone was out there trying to tarnish Ann Lister's character. Someone wrote a note to Ann Walker telling her, "Don't let Ann Lister see this letter." They said, "This woman is not your friend. Are you unaware of her reputation? I see she already cut you off from your family and friends. You are in grave danger. She will deceive you, and before you know it, she's tricked you out of all that you had. Ask her about Eliza Rain." So that's when Ann Lister begins to tell her about Eliza Rain. She tells her that they've known each other since they were 13 years old, but she's been in an asylum now for like 20 odd years. She even admitted to occasionally visiting her, but says that she's violent. And so that's when Ann Walker asked her, "Are you in love with her?" And Lister's like, "We were 13 years old." Of course, Ann didn't want to answer. She deflected the question. She was like, "Of course someone will write to you and tell you not to be with me and not to trust me and try to have you think that somehow I'm going to end up turning you into Eliza. I tried to help her the best way I knew how. Couldn't help her. They sent this trying to break us up, upset us, cause division. Don't believe this." So after that, Ann Walker told her to just burn the letter. Who y'all think wrote Ann Walker this letter? Whoever it is, Ann Walker doesn't recognize this person's handwriting. So it's really no telling what's going on. Who playing games out here? Mariana still is. She over here think it's funny that their marriage announcement got put in the paper. And she's still calling Ann Walker Ann Lister's little friend. So all hell broke loose when Ann Walker told Ann Lister that she may want to have some kids. Now, Ann Lister could have the right to be mad if she just didn't cheat on Ann Walker a few days ago. She told her that, "I always imagined that I would be a mother, just not with a man," and Ann Lister was livid. She said, "You know, I can never give you children, just like we can never have a piece of paper to make this thing legit. I need to know if this thing between us is settled and that I'm not just keeping you warm until some man comes around." She hit her with the, "I could be a meteor in your life, something that shines so brightly and then it's gone forever." She keeps telling her that she needs to be certain that she wants to be with her and not have kids with some man. And Ann Walker's like, "You're scaring me." But Ann didn't care. She was like, "This is a great sacrifice. You gotta let me know now. We are not going to York tomorrow together if you over here want some kids with a man." After Ann Walker is watching Ann Lister go off, she's telling her that she wants to be with her more than anything in the world and that she's going to start packing for York. This will not be the end of it. I think Ann Walker just got scared and intimidated by all of Ann's yelling and is just going with the flow for now. But let me know your thoughts on that conversation. I want to know what y'all think. But besides all of that drama, Ann Lister had a lot of business deals going on. She's trying to buy a new hotel and casino, and this new architect guy is trying to convince her to invest even more money so that she can own more homes and shops. But then this other guy, Mr. Parker, is trying to get her not to borrow any more money and is also trying to stop the Rawsons from stealing her coal. I honestly be confused with all of this business talk. I don't know what they be talking about. I be trying to catch on. I be looking like Marianne's face right here. People are trying to make a fool out of Ann. She don't know who to trust. She need a license for the casino. I'm like, what? I'm just mainly here for the lesbian drama. That's all I really want to see. But also, Mr. Sunderland has died. Ann Lister's doctor, they think he was trampled. Or it could be the gout. I don't know. But R.I.P. doctor. And that's about it. Let me know your thoughts on this episode in the comments. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already and want to see more videos like this. Thank you for watching this video. And I'll see you in my next one.